Now, I want to give you 5 things that you can do to help with your installation. Okay, I want to give you the 5 things that you can do that help with your installation. Most of the time, you had to do these 5 things if you came out of that winter before, but you're probably not doing them now. I want to remind you of those 5 things if you didn't do it. And then I want you to create your maintenance plan to keep yourself insulated because winter is coming. Here's the very first thing, most important, of course, and always, is scripture. What scripture are you standing on? We talked about this in previous episodes. There has to be a scripture that you stand on. All the other scriptures are going to help. Reading that Bible is going to help, but they're on that situation. It's like a automatic shotgun. You can pull out the holster at any time and you can speak to your mind and speak that scripture over that situation. What scripture are you standing on, right? And getting into your word about whatever that is, what category that is, and understanding what the word says about that category and really giving yourself that biblical foundation on that. Okay. The second thing is prayer. I'm a big proponent of writing out prayers. Right. So if I'm coming out of something, if I'm in the highest of warfare of a thing, maybe this is the first winter I've had. Because remember, when you're born in the spring, you didn't realize it could get this bad. So maybe this is the first winter I've had on this situation. And so I have maybe an intense prayer I'm praying. OK, but I'ma always have like a maintenance prayer, which is a prayer in thanksgiving that thing will never come around again. A prayer in thanksgiving that I'm delivered from that thing or that I've been saved from that thing and that thing can never come back. So you want to make sure that you have a prayer pattern on whatever that category is. Now, watch this. The renewing of your mind. What knowledge am I pursuing to fill up my spirit, man, to fill up my knowledge, to fill up my education on that so that I can never repeat the same thing. So what do I mean by that? Let's say your winter that you first start on is about your marriage. What knowledge are you pursuing to be a better husband, to be a better wife? Like truly pursuing it. Reading books and watching videos and taking notes and applying it. Why? It's going to make sure you're not empty for when he comes back. You actively doing things. You're actively putting things in rotation. You're actively understanding what your spouse really needs and able to fulfill your spouse's needs. You're active in that. Okay. So the new mindset, which is the education on the category of what this is part of the eat. We got eating and eating and eating. We're eating the scripture. We're praying the prayers. We're getting the education. We're increasing the skill. Okay. Here goes the ones y'all not gonna like a little bit. Accountability. I have seen some extreme, it's always just remarkable testimonies of people that have some extreme accountabilities in areas that they know they're weak in. If it's health, if it's sexual perversions and different things like they know they ain't got no business doing something. I have seen some extreme accountability because if this was your winter, you probably use some extreme accountability to come out of that. All right, what's our maintenance accountability? What does that look like? Here's the last one. Coaching and mentorship. You may have the accountability and the coach and mentor might be the same person, but for some it's not. Okay. So do you have a coach or mentor? Guess what? You can have a coach or mentor that is coaching you from the screen. You can have somebody that you watch all the time. You may not even know personally that is giving you coaching and mentorship because their ministry is hyper focused on that category. I've seen some very hyper focused ministries, and I think it's a very powerful thing that can truly help people that are struggling in a particular area. What I want you to understand is accountability. You need to know that person personally. So that's why for some, it might be two different, right? Might be two different people. Where you're really diving into the coaching and the mentorship on that thing, that might be somebody that you're following along. But this is the reason why, and I said this in previous episodes, this is the reason why your foundation has to be scripture, because that's the only way you're going to know if a coach or mentor is offering you false doctrine. Okay? We don't want to just take your word for it. So those are the 5 things that you're going to do to insulate yourself. Scripture, prayer, your new mindset, accountability, coaching, and mentorship. This is how you insulate yourself and figure out, what does this look like for a maintenance plan? You say, Tiff, my health, my marriage, I got to have a coach and a mentor. You should have a coach and a mentor for all of that. Is it one of your assignments to fulfill that assignment? Then you should know what you're doing so you can do it well. And if it's an assignment that you've had, then that means you're living it every day. Guess what that means? You've already had a winter in that category, and winter is coming back and you need to be prepared. Okay. And that is the best way you can prepare yourself. 5 things that you need to have in each category scripture, prayer, mindset, accountability, coaching, and mentorship. So that when winter hits your door, you never feel it. What's going on the outside never touches the inside. I'll see you in the next video.